Episode 8 of The Testaments, appropriately titled Broken, might be the darkest episode yet, because this is the moment every girl realizes what her future in Gilead truly looks like. Agnes is being forced into a marriage she never wanted. Daisy's cover as a Pearl girl is beginning to collapse, and underneath all the beautiful engagement ceremonies, every girl in this episode is quietly falling apart. The episode opens with one of its most symbolic moments. Before Agnes can marry Commander Weston, she's asked to repair a shattered plate. This is based on Kintsugi, the Japanese art of repairing broken pottery with gold or silver lacquer so the cracks become part of the object's story. But in Gilead, the symbolism becomes horrifying. These girls are constantly broken by the system, except nobody actually wants to heal them. The goal isn't restoration, it's obedience. No amount of decorations or ceremonies can hide what's really happening here. Agnes especially feels trapped. She's already hearing rumors that Girth and Becca are getting married, and the news destroys her emotionally. Her nightmares become increasingly disturbing, especially visions of Becca taking Girth away from her. At the same time, Agnes is being pushed toward Commander Weston, a powerful match politically, but not the future she wanted when she begged Aunt Lydia to include Girth in the courting pool. And that tension between Agnes and Becca slowly poisons every interaction they have. Meanwhile, Daisy's storyline brings a completely different kind of danger. She and Shunammite are excluded from the horrifying education sessions where the girls are basically taught total submission to their future husbands. The scenes are absurdly uncomfortable, almost dark comedy, but they also reveal how deeply Gilead controls women from childhood. But Daisy has a bigger problem. She's gotten her period. If the authorities discover she's fertile, she could immediately be married off, trapping her permanently inside Gilead and destroying her mission. What makes these scenes interesting is the contrast between Daisy and the other girls. Daisy has seen the outside world. The others haven't. When Daisy questions what happened to Talia, the Pearl girl taken away by the eyes, Shunammite can't even imagine that Talia might have been innocent. In Gilead, people are taught to assume the system is always right. That difference in perspective is terrifying. But the emotional core of the episode comes from Hulda's confession. She reveals to Agnes that Becca's father, Dr. Grove, sexually abused her. And the tragedy is that Hulda genuinely believes she is the guilty one. She thinks she tempted him. She thinks she deserves punishment. That's how deeply Gilead has conditioned these girls. Agnes reacts cautiously, almost coldly at first. She encourages Hulda to speak up without revealing that she understands the situation personally. She's testing the system, trying to see whether truth or justice is even possible in Gilead, and the answer comes immediately. Silence it. Hide it. Protect the man. When Agnes and Hulda speak to Aunt Vidala, the priority isn't protecting Hulda, it's making the scandal disappear. That realization changes Agnes. Later, she secretly tells Aunt Lydia the truth, insisting Hulda is honest. Lydia understands immediately, but instead of acting openly, she tells Agnes to wait until she gains power before fighting back. Which says everything about Gilead. Even the people trying to help are trapped inside the machine. The engagement party later in the episode feels almost surreal. Everyone pretends to celebrate while resentment, fear, and judgment fill the room. Girth's disabled father becomes the center of quiet gossip after it's revealed he was poisoned during a Mayday attack. Girth calls him brave, just on the wrong side, but Daisy isn't convinced. And honestly, neither are we. One of the few genuinely human moments comes when Agnes secretly helps Daisy by getting her supplies after Shunammite nearly exposes her condition. It's a rare example of these girls protecting each other instead of competing. But even that moment ends with unease, because Daisy now knows the truth about Dr. Grove, and her narration suggests she may use that information in a dangerous way. That's what makes Broken such an effective episode. Nobody wins, nobody feels safe, and every girl in this story is beginning to understand that survival in Gilead may require becoming broken in ways that can never fully be repaired.